to be an actress, as you're an actress and you're trying to be somebody else, you have to learn to find those emotions that are in those characters, and that's a lot safer than looking for your own emotions. But what happens is when you're looking for the emotions of the character and you're actually going through the motions of feeling those emotions, it kind of primes you to do your own emotions. So if an actor really wanted, like if you really wanted to do some therapy for your own emotions, it might be good to actually go out and play somebody that's going through the same thing. It feels safe feeling their emotions and not your own, but in the same time, you're going to feel your emotions. You always find yourself in the story. If you're a writer, if you're a singer, if, whatever you're creating, you're a painter, you always find yourself in the creation. And that's what I like to do is I don't try to find myself in the creation. I end up coming upon myself in the creation. Does that make sense?
Yeah, Kelly, we were talking about how your songs come from the first person. You talk as it they are telling the story, not us looking at the character per se.
Right. Yeah, I do. I feel like sometimes when I'm Bittersweet, the one you just played, is coming from a Vietnam veteran as though he is singing the song, not me. So yeah, I do that quite a bit. And the song "Come Home," I think you said you were going to play. That's inspired by the attacks in Paris. That's inspired by the attacks in Paris, and I thought of those people that were waiting at home for to find out if their son, their daughter, their husband or wife was in that theater or at that restaurant. They're waiting in their home, waiting to see if their loved one was coming home. And so that song is also being sung by the person who is waiting.
Wow. Yeah. Just thinking back to what a horrible event and how life and tragedy and that's the other thing, Kelly. I know you're very much in touch with those things happening in the world, and God bless you for standing out there speaking. And I've caught you doing some actual debates with people, not taking one side or the other, asking and let's talk about it a little bit. And that's not what we're really doing.
Oh yeah, you know what? It's crazy because I had a really good one today that I was going to put on there. I set it up on Facebook, and I'm ready to hit that send button. And most of the time I don't do it because I get some crazy stuff, okay? Oh, yeah. And I get attacked from both sides, to be honest with you. I get attacked from both sides, and sometimes it's just too much. It's too much, and so I still do it. I'm not going to let anybody stop me from doing it, but I've deleted quite a few of those posts because it just got too hairy, and I didn't want any of the words that were coming out of people's comments to be anywhere near my page.
Yeah,
so I had to delete.
Yeah, just what they write. It just go away, and that's not really what you meant either. It's usually how it always starts on those forums. But well, God bless you, because that's a lot of your songs. They come out that way, and
yes,
that's what the folk message was back in the growing up at that time, and the era of the Vietnam, and that to me that was awesome music back then. One Tin Soldier Rides Away. Matter of fact, I played that today. Another artist updated that from MTS Records. Tia McGuivin, I think her name is, but I haven't heard that. But yeah, One Tin Soldier, was that an awesome tune back in the day? Yes,
that was a great song. Yeah.
So, all right, let's go.
Cry just thinking about it. Okay.
Yeah, the story. Yes, exactly. And I wanted to put that. I did put that on Facebook once, guys. That's what it's all about, though.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right, here we go. Come Home, Kelly's Lot. Thank you, Kelly. Here we go.
No walls can hold me like your arms, no light to start my day. No answer will bring me peace, I cannot see the way. So come home to me, come home. No rules will ever guide me, no hands to pull me close. No freedom will find me, it's you I need the most. So come home to me, come home to me, come home. This shattered heart is waiting for you to walk through that door. I will wait forever. There's nothing more. No grace will give me solace. This hunger will not heal. No tears can ever wash away this emptiness I feel. So come home to me, come home to me, come home. This shattered heart is waiting for you to walk through that door. I will wait forever. There's nothing more. I'll lay myself beside you in a dream that never ends, in a world that is safe and warm. Together once again, we'll be home. We'll be home. We'll be home.
All right, super. Hello, we are back. Kelly's my fabulous guest from Kelly's Lot tonight, and welcome back. Thank you.
Yeah, come home is sad. It's a sad. I just sang that at a friend's memorial who gave up on life, and so much of that's happening too. People are taking their own lives. It's pretty sad. So.
Oh yeah, it's unbelievable what's going on to people that are homeless and over at the border, and yeah, the Humagoo show can turn into a really downer. You know?
Yeah, no, we'll talk about, they can do, but you know what? The thing is music helps lift us, and here's the deal. The deal is it is a sad place, but we have only so much time, so you better make the best of it. You know, that's the positive spin.
Amen, Kelly, and that's why I love talking to yourself and so many artists, because that's what you're doing every day. I mean, we can get dragged into that stuff, but you just can't, because, close around your life, talking to you, other people, I don't have that in my inner circle. At least I try not to. Even if you do, you just try your best, I guess what I can say. So, all right, let's carry on with another tune about her. What do we got with that one going on? And that's off of the Bittersweet that you sent me today, I believe, right?
Yeah. This one's kind of a cool one. It's the first track on Bittersweet, and it's a lot of different stories that came together with that. It's just about loving somebody that your family doesn't approve of. Really, that's kind of what that is. What you're going to do about her, just because your family doesn't like her, but you love her. What are you going to do about her? It's basic, and it's come from a lot of different people I've met.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And
it's got clarinet, on it, which is kind of cool.
Super. I was just going to ask you about different influences and instruments that you've all played and different things. Tell us a little bit about that too.
Yeah, well, we have up to 9 pieces in the band. My sax player has been in the band for Bill Johnston forever, since Perry, both like 22 years, and he started out with saxophone on Back to L.A., and then he just started adding some other things. But he plays the flute, and he plays the clarinet, and the saxophone, all of the saxophones, the alto, the soprano, the bari, the tenor. He plays all those. He's so good. And, and we have a harmonica player that just is from the guts, which is we love about him. He's just from the guts. He really brings out the edge a lot of times in our stuff. And 2 guitar players, Perry and Rob. Perry's fabulous at rhythm, Rob's great at leads, but they're both doing both. They're both doing both. And Perry's become more of a lead guitar player as well. He's always influenced by Stevie Ray Vaughan, who was a lead and a rhythm player all at the same time, right? So Perry's really like that. He's led by rhythm and you know, and riffs, but throws in those little leads like Stevie did, you know, and I love that. I love being a smaller piece band. We're actually working on being a 4-piece for some stuff. We also have a great keyboard player, Bobby Orgel, who was a jazz player for years. He's actually played with Natalie Cole and Chubby Checker back in the days. He's in his 60s, and he's very talented. And the bass player, Matt, is just he was also a jazz guy, and I think he's the most talented in the band, actually. I think he's probably the best of us all. I think Matt is. And we all just strive to be as good as Matt. And then drummers, we've got a couple drummers, Art Mendoza, Michael Mason, and they kind of share the job because they're both pretty busy. And they're very different. One's loud, sometimes too loud. The other one is a little hesitant, but has the great feel. But it's all about family. You know, if somebody's a pain in the ass, we kick them out.
Till the next show, right? Till the next rodeo.
No, we don't really do that. We don't kick anybody out unless they're just really hard to tolerate. I think we kicked one guy out of the band. Actually kicked 2 guys out of the band in these 22 years, and I won't even tell you what they did. They were just horrible people. So that's about all I got to say.
Well, it brings an interesting question, because when you talked about the stripped down band, because like the Who, they'll come with their organ, they'll have much more bigger band, should I say, but the essence was Entwistle, Townsend. It was 4 pieces. You got a drummer, bass player, guitar player, and Daltrey. That's it. That's what I actually love, that sound that they originally put, and it was just those instruments. To me, that's the band.
Yeah, and I'm really excited about doing that. And this new album we're doing, we have a lot of that going on. And then we're also going to do a little bit of accordion, if you can believe it, on some songs. So, but yeah, I love the 4-piece. It's bare bones, but it's I don't know, it just feels good.
And the other thing that was neat that you mentioned, now Stevie Ray plays rhythm and lead at the same time. Now, I'm just like an amateur. I love to just learn things as I talk to you guys. That's really what makes that cool sound? Because I like the Townsend sound. He's always the rhythm guitar. Does he do that too? He must be rhythm all the same time,
Yeah, I'm sure he does in a different kind of way. Stevie was a little bit more bluesier. Well, I mean, he was bluesy too. They both were, but I'm not as familiar with Townsend's guitar playing as much as I'm familiar with him smashing guitars. No, I'm just kidding.
No, that's all great, yeah.
No, it's funny I have to say this, that I understand why people smash guitars. I completely understand. As a singer, I really have felt a need, it's going to sound weird, but to smash my head on the ground. When you're in it, man, you have to smash something. So, I think it's safer to smash a guitar on the ground than your head, but I totally get it. And Stevie Ray Vaughan, though, he just, next time you listen to him, he just, the lead rhythm together. A lot of guitar players do that, but I don't know what it is about him. It almost feels like it's 2 different guitar players up there sometimes. And he knows how to end a riff with a lead and make a lead out of a riff. He was very good at that. He's just, yeah. And Perry's really influenced by him.
Well, who are those guitar players that you guys look? Is it the Hendrix? Is that we see or think about? Are there, give me some names that you guys are really influenced by.
I think Rob is very influenced by Hendrix. I think Rob was very influenced. Our lead guitar player, Hendrix, and Rob is. Sorry, my dog's starting to bark. Rob is, I think, 65 now. So, he's a little older than a couple of us, and I wish I'm not getting them off the top of my head who's in
That's
both
okay.
fights, but